Hello, girlies. Welcome to today's workout. Today we have some express core workout. All you need is a Pilates ball. If you don't have it, you're totally fine. I will say it'll just be convenient for some of the exercises, but if you don't have one, it's not the end of the world. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start off in a tabletop position. So go ahead and line your shoulders up with your wrist. You have a little bend in the elbows. If you have any sort of wrist issues, you can come to your knuckles at any point to take the flexion out of your wrist, and then your knees will line up with your hips. Now, we're just going to start to move into a couple of cat-cows. So big inhale, lift your chest. Start to drop the lower back down, dropping your belly button down towards the mat. Good. And big exhale, press into the mat, round out your spine, pull your belly button into your spine. Beautiful. Good. Inhale, drop the lower back, drop the belly button down, lift your chest. And exhale, press into the mat, pull your belly button in, round out your spine. Good, just a few more of these. Drop the lower back, lift your chest. Just waking up the abdominals right here. Beautiful, big exhale. Press into the mat, round out your spine, pull your belly button in. Beautiful. Last one, lift your chest, drop the lower back, drop your belly button down. And one more big exhale, press into the mat as if you're trying to push it away, pull your belly button into your spine, round out your spine. When you're ready, you can go ahead and grab onto your ball. We're gonna lay all the way down on our mat today. So when you're ready, go ahead and place your ball in between your inner thighs, just about an inch above your knees. Now when you're ready, you're gonna flex your feet, and I want you to glue your lower back down towards your mat. So this is really important. That's going to help keep your abdominals engaged. When we start to pop that lower back off the mat, it's because our abdominals aren't properly engaged, and you're going to feel this more in your back, and that's not what we want. So when you're ready, guide the knees in line with your hips, and again, flex your feet, squeeze in on that ball. You're just going to start to tap the heels down towards your mat. I want you to think slightly reach towards the end of your mat. So avoid curling the heels into your seat. I want you to find that slight reach, and then exhale, lift back up. So just waking up those lower abdominals right here. I want you to inhale, press your lower back into the mat, find that slight reach, and then exhale, pull the abdominals in, stopping the knees in line with your hips, squeezing in on that ball this entire time. Good. Just waking up those abdominals right here, nice and slow. Good. Connecting to your breath again. Inhale as you gently tap the heels down. And exhale, squeeze back up. Beautiful. You have 4 more just like that. We're going to hold the knees in tabletop. Good. In 3. In 2. Last one, hold it up in tabletop, squeeze in on that ball. Now when you're ready, your fingertips can come behind your head, or your fingertips can reach off. You're just going to start to curl the head, neck, and shoulders off, taking your gaze up above the line of your toes, and then gently lay back down, resting the head, neck, and shoulders. So keeping those knees in line with your hips, keeping your lower back pressing in to your mat. Exhale, lift up. Good. So I want you to think that you're not finding any momentum here at the top, every part of this is slow and controlled, and you even find that slight pause at the top. I want you to think about finding a 2-second pause each time at the top. Good, to keep the abdominals engaged. So remember, if the fingertips coming off doesn't serve you, you just keep your fingertips right behind your head. Just don't pull on your neck. Good, still squeezing in on that ball. Beautiful, ladies, you have 4. We're gonna hold it lifted in 3, in 2. Last one, we're gonna put this together. So hold the head, neck, and shoulders lifted. Now you're gonna gently tap the heels down towards your mat. Keep your lower back pressed into the mat, really light on both your heels. So you're not just dropping the heels down. And then you're gonna control it, lift up to tabletop, and then you drop the head, neck, and shoulders and lift back up. Good. Holding that pause at the top, gently tap the heels down, finding that slight reach. Good. Lift up, squeeze of the ball. Good. Rest the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale each time you lift back up. Beautiful. Controlling each of these moves. Again, not rushing through anything. If the ball doesn't serve you, you can lose it at any point. Good. If you're keeping it, you're still squeezing on it this whole time. Good. You have 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, hold it up at the top. Now you're just going to tap the heels down and then lift back up. Good. You only have 9. Last 8. We're going to take that ball out in 7. In 6, your gaze is up. Breathe. Last 5. Good. You have 4. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Rest the head, neck, and shoulders. Take that ball out for now. Now we're going to start off by keeping your left knee in tabletop. So your left knee is in line with your left hip. Flex your left foot. Now I want you to slightly guide the right heel away from you and press into that ball with your left hand. Your right fingertips can come to rest on the right side over here. Now you're just going to start to lift the right knee up to tabletop and then tap that heel back down towards your mat gently. Again, finding that slight reach like we did earlier. Good. You're actively pushing into this ball right here. Keeping that lower back glued down to your mat the entire time. Good. Breathing your way through this. Inhale as you tap that heel down. Exhale as you lift up to center. Good. So it's really important you keep actively pushing in on that ball. So if you don't have a ball, you can still push in on your thigh. Good. You have 4. We're going to keep it lifted in tabletop. In 3. In 2. Last one, hold it here in tabletop. Again, still pushing into that ball. Now flex your right foot, extend the leg out to hover, and then exhale, pull it back into tabletop. Good. So we're just extending that leg, flex your foot, exhale, bring it to center. Beautiful, girls. That's it. We're just going to turn this into a combo to finish. Good. In 4, you are still actively engaging your abdominals to keep your lower back pressed down. You have 3. You have 2. Last one, bring it to tabletop. Keep the foot flexed. You're going to tap the heel down, reach towards the end of your mat. Again, pushing into that ball. Lift up to center, and then extend your leg out to hover and pull it back in. Good. So pushing in on that ball, keeping the lower back gluing down, pressing down into your mat. Making sure that heel doesn't curl into your seat as you tap the heel to the mat. Beautiful, ladies. Stay with it. We're going to go straight to the other side. Good. In 4. Push into that ball. Good. In 3. In 2. Last one. Good. And then we're going to go straight to the other side. So reset, pull your right knee into your chest. Bring it to tabletop. Press your right palm into your ball. Your left fingertips are going to come to the left side. Now I want you to flex your left foot and then bring that knee to tabletop and then tap it back down. Good. So inhale, tap it down. Exhale as you lift it back up to tabletop. Good. So remember, you're actively pushing into this ball the entire time and then engaging the abdominals to keep your back pressing into your mat. Inhale. Exhale as you lift back up. Nice, girls. That's it. Good. You have 4 more. We're going to hold it in tabletop. In 3, push into this ball. Good. You have 2. Last one, hold that left knee up in tabletop. Keep your left foot flexed. Now extend your leg out to hover. Exhale, pull it back into center. Good. So inhale out. Exhale back to center. Good. So lots of deep core work today. Controlling the motion, not rushing as you extend. I want you to think as you extend the leg, push your lower back into your mat. That's going to really help fire up your abdominals right here. Not rushing through any part of this. Beautiful, girls. Stay with that home stretch. You have 4. We're putting it together in 3. In 2. You're going to hold it in tabletop. Good. Last one. Hold it in tabletop. Now you're going to tap the heel down. Find that slight reach. Lift up to tabletop. Extend the leg out. And then pull it back to center. Good. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, extend your leg. Exhale, pull it back to center. Good. So again, actively pushing into this ball right here. Beautiful, ladies. That's it. Home stretch. You only have one more move after this. Beautiful. You have 4. Controlling it, pushing that lower back down, pushing into this ball with your right hand for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Extend that leg out and pull it back in. Now both the knees are going to go to tabletop. You're going to extend that ball out. As you do that, as you reach it overhead, I want you to flex your feet, press your lower back into the mat, extend your legs. Now exhale, curl the head, neck, shoulders off, reaching that ball up to tap your shins, and then right back down. Rest the head, neck, shoulders, extend the legs, press your lower back into the mat. Good. Big exhale, pull the knees to the tabletop. So everything extends and everything meets in the middle. Good. So if using that ball doesn't serve you, you can always take your fingertips right behind your head. Again, just not pulling on your neck. Actively pushing your back into that mat to engage your core. Beautiful, ladies. Home stretch, just a few more. Good. Trying to get those feet down a little bit closer to the mat each time you extend. Good. Breathing your way through this. You only have 4 more. Last 3. We're going to hold everything extended to finish in 2. Last 1, hold everything extended. Now guide that ball up, and I want you to cross your ankles. You're just crossing the ankles. Lower the ankles down a little bit further. You only have 10. Trying to reach that ball up, you have 8. Last 6. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in nice and tight. You put that ball to the side. When you're ready, bring your arms to a goalpost position. You can slowly guide the knees towards the right side of your body. Take your gaze over towards the left. Good. Big inhale to center. Exhale to the other side, guiding your knees over to the left side of your body. Take your gaze over towards the right. Good. One more big inhale. On your exhale, hug the knees in nice and tight. You can rock yourself backwards and forwards until you rock yourself all the way up at the top. Well, you did it. Happy Express Core Workout Day. I'm going to be posting a lot more Express Core workouts over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want more of these. Bye.